Hello! Welcome to Spiritually Speaking with Hillary Raven Porter and Rosie Bear. She might end up joining us. Hi! I am a multidimensional healer and a Tamiana Starseed Oracle, and through this segment of Spiritually Speaking, we're going through the dimensions. So if you go back to the other videos, you'll see I have a first dimension and I had a second dimension, and so today we're talking about the third dimension. So the first dimension was all about the atoms, the molecules, and the mineral world. Second dimension is all about, did I say animals again? Oh my goodness, I think I did this in the other video too. Let's try that again. The first dimension is all about atoms, molecules, and the mineral world. The second dimension is all about animals and plants. Okay? So now we're in the third dimension. What's the third dimension? Look around you. We are in the third dimension. We are in the third dimension. So the third dimension is where energy becomes solid form, right? We're all energy. Everything around us is vibrating at its own frequency. All these little atoms going, because that's the thing, is we're the building blocks going up, right? Atoms and minerals, plants and animals, and we got us. So this is where self-awareness and self-consciousness comes in. So we are aware of ourselves. I beg to differ with a little bit of this myself. I think animals are aware of themselves. I know they talk about it being a different type of awareness, but I don't think we give enough credit to those realms. And we are talking about what the general consensus is today. So our self-consciousness, our self-awareness, right? Linear time. This happens, then this happens, then this happens, and this happens. You can't go back to that happening because it already happened in the past. So past, present, future. They cannot exist in tandem in this realm. Specifically, we can access these things through things like distance healing, through energy work, through tuning into the higher consciousness planes, right? The 5D plane. So for example, right now, the 5D is, it's funny I put confused, did not mean confused, I mean currently fused with, 5D is currently fused with the 3D realm. So that means that we are accessing both. So the 5D realm is the collective consciousness, those higher planes of the collective consciousness of light, planes of light, heaven on earth, right? It's where everything is like, So when we're accessing that, and we're accessing the 3D realm, we're able to reach into the divine consciousness to manifest synchronicities, objects, experiences. That's where we go up when we're going up our antakarana and we're tuning into our higher self. We're able to access these things and bring them down into reality. I highly suggest the books by Sanaya Roman. Absolutely love them. One of them is called Creating Money, but it's about creating abundance. The other one is, I want to say Spiritual Awakening. Off the top of my head, I cannot think of the title. Sanaya Roman, Spiritual Awakening, I think is what it is. So it goes into accessing these planes. There's some great meditations in there, accessing those planes to bring them down. To bring down and manifest those things that you want, right? 5D, 3D, together, fused. So this is where our thought mind and our mind, and our fetch are really, really active and really, really working. This is also where we can access the higher planes of the dimension. So the 3D realm, it doesn't mean we're like, oh, I'm dense. I'm so stuck, right? You can access the higher aspects of the 3D realm. So the dimensions are like steps. So you have the lower 3D, and then you slowly are moving up until you hit the lower edge of the 4D realm, but you still haven't stepped over yet. So your higher 3D realms. And by accessing these finer vibrations, the higher vibrations of the 3D realms, you're starting to access the 4th dimensional realms and the higher knowledge that you can gain from that realm. Next video, we'll talk about more of the 4th dimension. Okay? This is also, so 3D realm, is also where we have the most polarity. So negative versus positive. don't think I need to go into what I mean by that. You can just look out into the world and see that. Everything from gloriousness to, oh my goodness, what is going on, right? Mass polarity. In this realm, this mass polarity combined with our free will, or our illusion of free will, allows us to choose how, I'm going to use good or bad, some people might say how saintly or how devilish we choose to be. We have that illusionary free will, right? To make these choices about how we want to present, right? And truly present. So this is also, so the 3D realm is also the most holographic, meaning the most illusionary, which I was just alluding to, and the simulation. So another way to look at that is that you are an avatar in this reality that's happening, right? You are an avatar. So it's not truly, like, it's the machine that you are walking through this reality, right? If you don't believe in the spirit and you believe, you might hear Rosie, she's probably coming with a present. Come here, babies. Thank you so much. So, anytime I'm doing spirit stuff, thank you, Bunny. Just thought I'd share this. She wanted to give you a gift. So, this is fishy. This is green fishy. There's yellow fishy too just outside the door. Thank you, beautiful. Okay, so the most holographic, that's what we're talking about. The illusionary, yes. We're this avatar, so we're just driving around, right? This is just what we chose to look like this round. One of the challenges here is if you only believe in the 3D reality and that there's nothing else, it can cause a lot of dissonance with the spirit. It can cause a lot of dissonance with the soul aspect of you, with that I am seed, because this isn't all that there is. And so you get this, I call it sandpaper effect. So inside there's something that's just not quite right because you're not tapped into the divine, right? There is this sense of this doesn't exist, that cannot exist. And then all of a sudden she'll hit you and she's like, I exist. And I've been trying to get your attention for a while. And if you're not listening and you're not tuning into this, I am going to definitely make you stand up and listen, sit up and listen. That's why we hear about these things with the midlife crisis, with the car accidents, with other accidents, with health problems that arise that might be on the verge of deadly. It really makes you be like, wait a minute, this isn't all there is. This 3D realm is not, this material plane isn't all that there is. So this holographic image can be tuned into, oh, see, now I got fishy, right? Oh, she's so cute. This is what they do when they do remote viewing. So remote viewing, you might have heard about this, and they've done it within the army and stuff like that, and different military type activities, where, and other people that do this as well, but that's where you may have heard it the most, where they actually train people to view remotely what is going on somewhere else. So they're sitting in this room here, but they're seeing what's happening in, I want to say Afghanistan for some reason, but seeing what's happening at another part of the world. And they're remotely viewing. So what they're doing is they're actually tuning into the light field and seeing. So holograms that you actually like have in this 3D realm, holograms are basically a photograph of a light field. So you get the 3D image. So when you're doing this remote viewing, you're tuning into the light field and seeing the recording, meaning you're seeing what is currently happening over there, wherever it is that you've tuned into. You're seeing, hearing, experiencing. It's like you're there, but they technically can't see you. Okay? I think, just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. I get so excited, but I sometimes forget things. So I have my notes. Okay, so linear time, energy into matter, into dense matter, the most polarity between positives and negatives. Currently, the 3D is fused with the 5D, so this is the time for manifestation, hence all the awakening that is also happening when we're tuned in 5D and 3D, right? Paralleling right now. This is also where, so I said the linear time is going, and that's it. I'm sure there's more, but that is all we're going to talk about today. Stay tuned for the fourth dimension coming soon to a YouTube channel near you. So we're going to be talking about the astral plane for the fourth dimension. Okay, so much love and Stardust. Please feel free to leave your comments below. Take a peek also. I've got some links down there, how you can book in sessions with me or you want to be in touch, as well as different ways to support so that I can keep up offering these medicines, as well as working on some of the other things that are coming out within the realm of Tamiana. Okay, so much love and Stardust.